Welcome back, everybody. It is the second semifinal of this Olimoleague, and it is a TvP. In the bottom left, on Proxima Station, he is the pink Protoss Zest.
A man that rocks the pink. I like it. He dares to care. And in the top right, a GSL round of 16 player. Looking really good in this tournament so far. It is aLive. Spawning one of the greatest memes of StarCraft 2 history, whereas Tasteless did the Bee Gees song and then synced it up to his name in the player introduction. That made me laugh so hard. I think I cried.
Meme's real.
Yeah. Meme culture is something that kind of annoys me sometimes, but sometimes it really pays off.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes some people overdo it on the memes.
Yeah, there are some people that live and breathe meme. I'm not that person, but I do appreciate a good one from time to time.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So let's quickly
Zest.
talk.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of Protosses have kind of adopted, like, you saw it kind of a domino effect in Korea, where I guess, like, Hero kind of started maybe being a little bit cheesy. Classic fell suit. Zest thought it was a good idea. Other Protosses have been doing it. You had some Protosses say, no, I refuse, like Stats, and still do awesome with macro games, but a lot of Protosses have been cheesing it up against Terran because, well, Liberators still give people a lot of trouble despite no longer two-shotting Stalkers. This is the most proxy Stargate you can ever get, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this is very close to being in the Terran's main. Like, yeah, it doesn't get more proxy than this. And this is kind of the one of the strange features of Proxima Station, is that it does have this sort of setup here.
Yes. I think that's why it's called Proxima Station, because your only hope is to proxy.
Oh, zombie grub.
Oh, it's so clever.
Oh,
no one will ever
dude.
use that again in a cast.
Nah.
It's original.
I'm definitely stealing it. I'm not even crediting you for it when I do it. No, actually, no, I'm not that nasty. I can't even pretend to be that nasty. I absolutely would. I'd be like, as community caster legend Zombie Grub said, that's why they call it Proxima Station.
Yeah, I'll be infamous.
So this overcharge proxy here from Zest. Very, very nice pressure here from Zest with the Adept follow-up. Normally the Adept comes before the Oracle, and...
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, get the SCV? No, he's not gonna get it. Okay, so aLive had better preparation than I think anyone else would have. To lose 6 SCVs.
Oh, man. So losing those depots at the front there. aLive is supply blocked. Not a whole lot he can do about that. He doesn't... he only just has now enough minerals to make a supply depot.
Oh, on the hard scale, I'm at 10.
And here comes the Oracle here from Zest.
Ooh, nice.
aLive's in a spot of bother.
Grabs the Widow Mine. That is gonna be useful.
Yeah,
So
a lovely pickup for Zest.
Oh, did this kill anything? It killed Adept. Oh, that's... I wondered. I heard the shade, and I was like, well, I don't know where that went to. That's better than the Oracle dying, for sure.
He does still have to deal with double Oracle, and also Void Ray follow-up here. It's pretty rough. I mean, single Void Ray, not a huge deal, but he's being pressured. This is something that Zest actually likes to do, I feel, in PvT, the proxy. He did it against Keen in the Ting Korean qualifiers that we were casting together, actually, last week or the week before. I'm not sure which week it was.
Last week, I believe. Oh. Actually, that would have popped off on the Void Ray, but I guess he wanted to save the Widow Mine as opposed to get damage done. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Protoss player is pretty happy that the Void Ray got patched where you can actually micro that unit now. So that escapes from the Marines. Oracle very, very close to dying there. Just chilling on 10 hit points casually.
Just cash, yeah. This makes it look like Zest is potentially dedicating, but he both is and isn't. I mean, he's still getting more Void Rays, but it's not like he didn't get a Nexus. And, is still stuck at, like, 20 probes or something. No, he's still ahead in workers where he should be against the Terran, and he's getting gateway production, but not in massive amounts. I really don't know what to say what Zest is doing. Oh, that Widow Mine.
Oh, that Widow Mine. Now that's a good feel for a Terran, but there is still one Oracle alive. It is unfortunately for Zest the low hit point Oracle, so it's easy to pick off for alive. Quick shout out, by the way, just while we can, to Maze Hacker.
Very
I don't know why
nice.
you'd hack a maze, but that's taking all the fun out of it, man. But you know what? Love to you anyway for subscribing with Twitch Prime.
Oh, they're actually gonna be saved or not? It's burning. Revelation is available on the Oracle.
Yeah,
Got
he's gonna
him.
come and repair that reactor, and he kind of needs it too.
Yeah, outranges that Widow Mine kind of sucks. Could get the Viking if the Viking is mismicroed, and Zest is just, he is gonna pressure. I mean, is he gonna break down the rocks, or what's going on here? This is the oddest looking proxy.
Yeah, I think I'm surprised the rocks aren't down, because I feel like that's kind of the whole point of the Void Rays. Not only for, you know, busting down depots and barracks and that sort of thing, but they are pretty good against dealing with rocks as well. And he is starting to work on that now. A little bit late to the party, but you know what? The proxy's not done yet. He could still win the game with it.
Yeah, and there are 4 more gateways, so there's the real dedication going down. Still not 1 in proxy, so these are very slow warpings, but it is more about these force fields and void rays. A couple of them very low, but he managed to snipe at least one of the Vikings.
Yeah, he does get that.
Nice splash.
These bunkers, ooh, Winter Mine on cooldown as well. Nice force fields from Zest, actually.
Brutal.
Deflecting a lot of his Marines from dealing with this backdoor natural here of Proxima Station.
This is brutal. aLive definitely has some missed macro here, so that's certainly to blame if he does end up losing this game, but he was trying to be as prepared as possible for this and still loses. Oh,
This
God.
Widow Mine's actually going to get
Ooh.
nice damage on this Void Rays, but they are still alive, and that's a problem for alive. I really need to stop saying the word alive. But the Void Rays are still here, and they're still doing damage. And this backdoor natural needs to be lifted up. Meanwhile, Zest still on 2 bases. He's on 44 workers as well. So he is mining fully saturated from both those bases.
I mean, this is obviously an all-in and it's dedicated, but it wasn't, like, the most extreme. So basically, even if aLive still holds here, I still don't think he's in a very good position. Where there are worse all-ins to deal with, quicker all-ins to deal with, that would put Zest in a worse position if he didn't straight up kill aLive. aLive saved his command center. He does have Stim finishing up. There's maybe some hope. It's just he has a pretty strong economy, and he's got a lot of production now.
Widow Mine here softening up a lot of those gateway units, and this big concave here with a bunker definitely could trade nicely against his gateway units, but it just looks like a little bit too much here from Zest. And that CC, oh, if he kills that CC, that's a really big pick off there, and he does get it.
All right.
The Marines coming with Stim, getting another Void Ray, slowly but surely starting clearing up what Zest has, but I think he just has too much.
This is
Especially
some
with his reinforcement of Stalkers. Yeah, it's way too much.
dirty tactics, man. I mean, the Widow Mines even got some decent shots, but it was a little bit too late.
Oh, man. If Zest wasn't so beautiful, I'd be mad right now.
Whew. That is a cheese to the nth degree right there. aLive, he had it all in mind, man. He saw the Photon overcharge getting, and of course people are going to follow up with an Oracle, so his missile turret was just barely on time. He knew about the back doors being broken down, tried to build the bunkers. Like, everything was what you should do, just not fast enough. Or getting enough of those,
a couple
like,
beats behind.
those nice Widow Mine shots. But that was also good by Zest to kind of... There was some focus on killing the Widow Mines, and you could see why. You know, if there's 6 Widow Mines ready to go in front of those bunkers, Zest is, he's gonna take damage no matter what. And instead, it was like 1 or 2 Widow Mines at a time.
Yeah, we saw that
Brutal.
one Widow Mine and the backdoor natural actually connecting on the Void Rays and nearly killing them. So, nice target fire from Zest. Very well played. As much as it sickens me to say that proxy was well played, it actually was. It's actually very well done. So, completely crushes aLive in game number 1. And how's he going to go in game number 2? We'll see. Will he proxy again? It is something that Zest likes to do. And I don't blame him with the state of PvT right now. A lot of Protosses are getting very, very good at cheeses. So,
Yeah. That's for sure. And Zest is one of those guys who kind of, you know, he had trouble against Terran and was looking a little bit flustered, and then found the Church of Cheese. I was like, that's a good church.
cheese. Made it.
Ooh,
He picked up the phone and went, "Haas, help a brother out."
yeah, that's probably who everyone consulted. Got a new sub in Pale Siop. Twitch Prom, thank you very much. We also had a $10 donation from the same guy. Wait, no. Whoa, this is weird. So,
Whoa.
the guy who subbed is Palesiop with a P, but the guy who donated is Palesio. That's very close. Thanks for making StarCraft 2 even greater. Keep being awesome. Thanks.
Now that's a good message.
Yeah, it's feel good.
It's a feel-good message. It makes you warm inside. In the bottom right here, this is Zest, currently on match point, chilling to look, see if he can beat Beyond in the grand final.
Huh. You are going all robot-y, so we're gonna restart the Skype call.
Oh.
After this introduction, in the top left is the Red Terran. He is alive.
How am I going now?
Still robot-y.
Still your buddy.
Try again.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you're good now. I don't know what that
Yeah.
was.
I mean, my internet is relatively high speed now, but it is actually a wireless dish. It's the only way for someone that lives in my area to have a decent upload and download. So sometimes it gets a little bit unstable.
Ah. Okie dokie then. Not too bad. Didn't stay for too long. So, we do have another Probe Scouts, which just seeing a Probe Scout should already, like, instill fear into Terran's hearts. Something cheesiest it cheeses, though. Nexus does go down. Not too bad.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit more standard. Alive with the re-expand by the looks of things as well. Pretty stock. Not a whole lot to report in here.
No.
Oh man, I thought I did a good job of napping and having plenty of energy for this cast, but I'm still getting the blazed comments from the chat. I know that last time we cast together, I was like eyes half closed and really like not much energy and being very chilled, and that was because I was very like falling asleep. As excited as I was to cast for Zombie Grub for the first time, but
It's okay, man.
It's okay.
Forgive you.
It's his hair, man. I'm being profiled again. It's happening again.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so the factory's on the way. Widowmine drop, not too unexpected. SCV, or Reaper rather, is going to scout that it is nothing too cheesy. Might even be able to scout what tech it is, if he controls it correctly. And that'll be helpful, because again, you just don't know what is up Protoss' sleeves anymore. Like, okay, they don't do the Mothership Core Rush, they don't do the Proxy Stargate, they can still do Gateway all-ins, they can still do even Immortal all-ins. And you don't want to be caught off guard, as it's no longer just easy predicting what they're going to do.
There's definitely a few different cards up the Protoss sleeve that you need to be worried about as a Terran. The main one is pretty much what Zest did in the last game. It's a little bit different from what Zest did in the last game, and that is the Pylon Overcharge. You know, Zealot first, Pylon Overcharge, follow up with an Adept and an Oracle. That's very, very, very common on the ladder. What Zest did, that's just an even more brutal version of what you normally see.
Yeah. Even dirtier. I got a Cyclone actually coming out. Didn't make a Widowmine first.
Speaking of dirty proxies, there's a unit that used to be the proxy cheese horribleness was on the Terran foot back in the day. So speaking of IM Gyeonggi earlier.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Innovation whipped that out against poor stats.
Yeah, stats is so unfortunate. Like, he also got KO'd by Bjorn for the same thing at BlizzCon.
Yeah.
I remember thinking about that actually when I saw it go down, because I think that was like the last game, the only game I saw live. I arrived at the end of the series, and I was like, oh, that was great. well watched. It's not too usual to have the Cyclone be aggressive anymore. Without its real kiting potential on the ground, it just doesn't feel as important. And even though it can lock on to air units, it doesn't do a lot of damage to them, so it doesn't feel that scary either.
Zest is getting Blink.
Yes, he is.
And Immortals.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Getting Blink pretty early is pretty cool, I think, as a Protoss. There's a lot of utilities for Blink in the early game, offensively and defensively. Very good at dealing with drops, very good at macroing. Adding macro potential, I should say. The survivability of the Stalker goes up quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I'll certainly be able to hop on top of these cyclones. It's about responding to this drop. The mothership core's got that covered. Pylon's covering every which way into the mineral line, but still annoying to have to constantly look back there and be aware not to lose your mothership core. It's taking damage every single time.
Quite a bit of Marines, so Zest does need to bring everything up here, and he doesn't quite have Blink yet, so can't chase and pick off that medevac, but you know what? Someone needs to find out something, and that is Dystopia AOL. He wants to know what happens when he presses that button for that 3-month resub with Twitch Prime. You know what happens? You get to be subbed to BaseTradeTV for another month, my friend. And you get a shout out from the commentaries. So, there you go.
The super rare Maynard one.
Yep,
It's
it is
always
rare. I come here
special.
every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
It's my second showing now here at BaseTradeTV.
Uh-oh, these are important units. Zest is pressuring with his
Ooh.
Stalkers and Immortals. Now,
Yeah, like I
Tank,
said.
Oh, it's not gonna have one for too long.
Not every Stalker blunk in here, though, and those first few Stalkers that did blink in are going to get shredded by these Marines. The Immortal is pretty scary. Stalkers here, bang on that front door as well.
Now,
There's a lot of supply depots here as well. I actually feel like if you just kill these supply depots, it'd do a lot of damage.
yeah, he's
They've
got a
heavily
supply block.
bots. Yeah.
For sure, and that War Prism means there's gonna be more Stalkers. Liberator is denying mining, so like the production really isn't that great. There's a lot of microbility in this army.
Yeah. Bowler Marines here with a medevac to help out. Does he have Stim? No, he doesn't. +1 on the way.
Oh gosh, if he doesn't have Stim, that's bad for right now, but it also means that if Zest had to recover, had to just macro behind this, he would have no problem doing it.
Yeah, and the SCV kills are getting way up there, and he's killing another super supply depot.
Liberator's just not doing enough here. These Liberators might be able to hold on. There's just a little too much protecting them on the ground as opposed to blink under them. If they gotta move, they gotta protect that natural too.
Oh my god, it's a supply depot massacre. He does blink up and gets one of those Liberators. Nearly gets the second one. He does get it! GG, Zest gets himself a 2-0 in very aggressive fashion against aLive, who is a round of 16 GSL Code S player, by the way, so aLive is quite legit.
Yeah.
Zest sorting him out.
He's also pretty well practiced against these cheesy Protosses. Again, he plays in everything, so he's been through the whole every Protoss is always cheesing phase. You knew what was coming. Well, that last game he didn't know it was coming, but the first game he did, still lost it. Second game, that was a bit more of a surprise, but still tried to have a decent setup. You know, that tank behind supply depots usually does it against Stalkers. Not against Zest this time.
Well, I mean, like I said, Blink is just such a good upgrade because offensively and defensively, it is a fantastic move in PvT and has been for a really long time. It surprises me that we don't see it as much. I know, you know, Resonating Glaives is kind of the thing you get, I suppose. Adepts being more popular.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Stalker's not as favored in PvT anymore, but that's okay.
yeah.
Zest using that to his advantage.
He sure did. I love Stalker still in PvT. I think the microbility is just, it really showcases the different skills of, you know, good, great, and fantastic Protosses, but that's going to send us into the finals. It's going to be Beyond versus Zest, starting off on Cactus Valley, and we got to take a break before then, so we'll see you guys in 2 minutes.